All right, today I'll be reviewing the newest Halloween movie, Halloween Ends, and after watching this movie, I too wish I could end. Yeah, this movie, I'm just gonna go straight into it and say this is the worst of the trilogy. I really thought that Halloween Kills was gonna be like the worst of the trilogy, and that this movie would be much better, but no, I mean, Halloween Kills is just about killing people and has no plot, but this movie is not really killing people and also having really no plot. So yeah, it just totally sucked. The only enjoyable part was the end, and the rest felt like a completely separate movie and didn't seem to fit in with the ending at all. Um, I don't know why movies recently have been doing this, where they like put two different movies together into one. It just never works. I don't really get why that's a trend, but and I'm going to start with the obvious problem of Michael being benched almost the entirety of the movie and basically being a sewer dweller and hiding. This is supposed to take 4 years after Halloween Kills. I don't really know why, but whatever. And yeah, it just I don't know. He's just not Michael Myers anymore. He's really just no one. Um, all right, and Corey, the babysitter, spontaneously becoming Michael Myers. Corey is like this guy. He really is just a random guy that they got to be like the main character for whatever reason. And his backstory is that he like killed a kid by accident, but he just basically becomes Michael Myers when he stumbles into a sewer drain, or yeah, into the sewers. I think that's how it goes, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But after he puts on the mask that he steals from Michael Myers, which I don't even know how it's possible to steal that from him. But yeah, I'll get to that later with Michael being weak and everything. But yeah, he just like gains super strength and basically is just exactly like Michael Myers. I don't know how putting on a mask turns you to some like nerd dude who's like really weak into like some like strong freaking I don't know. Uh, I I don't really know. I don't really know how to say it. But anyways, even after being 4 years after I've already said, Michael's just some old dude that is worthless, and he really never kills anyone in this movie. He has a yeah, that's not true. He has a kill like in the middle of the movie, but even then he has to get Corey, which I talked about being the babysitter and whatever. Corey had to bring the body into the sewer for him to kill the I think it was like a cop or something to kill the cop that Corey brought. So like he's like never leaving the sewers. That's why I basically said he's a sewer dweller because he never freaking leaves. Um, yeah, but this movie definitely seemed rushed, except especially the fight at the end. Definitely should have been longer. I think it lasted about like maybe 6 minutes at the most, and it wasn't very climactic. Oh, I can't say that word, but yeah, it was just like Michael appeared out of nowhere, and Laurie got the best of him because he's just really weak in this movie, and he normally is slow, but he's like a lot slower in this one too. So he really is just some old dude with a mask on, who really needs to like retire. But 90% of the movie was a snooze fest, and I just like at parts I had to just like stop paying attention because I really didn't care, and it just focused on romance the whole entire time and had nothing to do with horror. Yeah, like the first, not even the first, sorry, the first would be an understatement. I think like an hour and a half of the movie was just romance between this Corey guy and Laurie Strode's granddaughter. Laurie Strode was also not the main character once again. She really wasn't the main character in Halloween Kills as well. I don't know why they're doing that, but and this movie solely focused on Laurie Strode's granddaughter and some random dude she fell in love with somehow. I don't even know how she fell in love with Corey in the first place. It literally happened in the span of like seconds. Haddonfield, which is like supposed to be this big giant place in the last film, if it felt like a neighborhood. It just felt like some like neighborhood that the whole entire movie took place in. There really was not that many characters compared to the last one. Like I don't know. There were some good kills, I'll admit, but it wasn't done by Michael Myers. It was done by Corey after he stole the mask from Michael, and also Michael like not killing Corey in the beginning of the movie because he looked into his eyes or his soul or whatever was very dumb. I don't even get how that makes sense, but yeah, just overall, the movie was very boring and misleading with Michael and Laurie making hardly any impact till the very end. Yeah, the ending was probably the only good part of this movie, and even then, it was kind of short. I didn't hate this movie. I'm actually trying to stay positive. I really am. I want to say good things about it, but like, I don't know. It's really hard to say good things about this movie. I just had no care to watch it, and the people making this movie seem to have no care about what their audience wanted. And yeah, my final rating is a 5 out of 10, which might seem way too generous, but I just really like seeing Michael, even though we hardly even saw him. I don't know. I felt like this movie was a little overhated, but also it should deserve the hate it gets. So I'm kind of in between on that. Please like and subscribe, and goodbye.